Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today, I'm finally getting to the review of the GSG MP40P. And the P at the end of MP40 stands for pistol. And that is because it does not come with a folding stock like the original MP40s had. Though you can buy a folding stock for them. The ones I saw were between $200 and $250. ATI makes them. And in order to do that, though, you have to register your firearm as an SBR and pay a $200 tax stamp to the ATF. So there is a way around that. For those who don't know what constitutes a weapon as a SBR or short barrel rifle, the ATF defines it as a rifled firearm with a barrel less than 16 inches or the overall length of the gun less than 26 inches. Now this has a 10-inch barrel and the overall length is 24.5 inches. There is a way around having to pay the tax stamp, and that is buying getting a suppressor, a silencer, and beginning a fake one. They make fake ones because if you get a real suppressor, you have to pay the $200 tax stamp for the suppressor. So you get a fake can, like a 5 or 6 inch can, and you have to weld it onto your barrel. That way, you permanently alter the length of the barrel, and you can't take it off. So that is what you would have to do if you want to, because the folding stock is going to cost $200 to $250, and then another $200 for the tax stamp, and then they could take 6 months before, they say they give you the go ahead. So you're looking at $400 in maybe 6 months. Just to put a folding stock on. So I might just, you can get a fake silencer for $30, $40. Get a gunsmith to do the weld if you don't know, if you're not confident or know how to do it. Maybe if I ever do this myself, I will make a video and I'll show you how. The strap, by the way, let me do a safety check. This has a charging handle on the side. You pull it back, and it also has, if you pull it back and pull it up, it's in the resting position now, and the bolt is open. So you can see down into the chamber. Well, you can't, it's dark, but I can see it, and there is nothing in the chamber, okay? It does come with one 25-round magazine, double stack, single feed. Though I'm able to get 26 rounds in this one. I don't know if all the magazines are like that. Or not, but this one gets fed 26 rounds. It does also come with a magazine loader. I don't have one handy on me now, but that's because the spring is so tight on this that you can't get 25 rounds in there by hand. Well, unless you're Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the 80s. But so if you're not familiar with a mag loader, basically it's just this plastic piece that goes on top of the magazine and pushes down. It pushes this round down, the top round, so that you could slide the next round into the magazine. Anyway, comes with that. It also comes with 5 different size front sights. Right here I have the smallest of the 5, and this is a number 4. Each one has a number of dots on the side. This one has 4, and this one has 1, and 1 being the smallest, the shortest, and 5 being the tallest. So you can change out your front sight. And in order to change out the front sight, they also give you this wrench, which just fits over here, so you could twist it, but you really don't need it. There's a button, like a nipple or something. I don't know what you would call it. You can't really see it, but it's real small. It's right here. You just press that down, and then start to spin, and once you get it a few turns, then you can let go of that button and just continue to take this off, and then slide this ring off, and the sights just slide out sideways. That's all there is to it. I have the number 2 size front sight on mine. I haven't fired this yet, so I don't know. I may be changing that, but I feel like it seems like I don't know. I just feel comfortable with the size of the sight on there. It feels right looking down the sight. And putting this back on, you got to press that button down to get it all the way on. And then your rear sights, you actually have 2 rear sights. The front one is a lower profile sight, but that's for shooting. In the manual, it says for shooting 200 meters or further, you use the front rear sight. And if you're shooting less than 200 meters, you just want to flip up the back rear sight. It's taller, so it'll push your sights down. I do like this charging handle sitting in that has a rest position like that, or a locked open position, because if you're changing your mag out, pop in a fresh mag and just slap that down, and it just chambers around for you. I think that's pretty cool, instead of having to rack that back. It's a pretty thick spring in there, so it is kind of a hard pull. You see that spring? So that's the recoil spring. Okay, so I think I mentioned this is a 10-inch barrel, and the total length is 24.5 inches, and it is 8 pounds without a magazine in it, and the magazine fully loaded, 25, 26 rounds. It's probably a pound, maybe a pound and a half. So you're looking at almost a 10-pound weapon. And if you have a folding stock, I'm not sure how much they weigh, but I'm sure you would definitely be over 10 pounds. I'm going to this is part 1 of a 2-part video, because I'm going to do the disassembly for you guys, but I need someone to hold the camera for me, because you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing at this angle. And also in that disassembly video, I'm going to show you how I shortened the trigger pull, because these come with a very long trigger pull. See the bottom of the trigger where it's resting right now? When I first got it, originally it would be resting, like, I had it marked, but it was about right there. The bottom of the trigger, oh, you can't see that. The bottom of the trigger was resting like about right there where the tip of that pencil's coming up. So I think I measured it to be a full inch from the very forward position of the trigger to the very rear position of the trigger, and that's measuring the very bottom, the tip of the trigger. But I shortened that down to a ½ inch. And the reason why I bring that up is because with that long trigger pull, you can't fire as fast. If you're going out recreational shooting and you want to do rapid fire, with that long trigger pull, it's that would make rapid fire kind of hard work. But with the shorter trigger pull, I mean, it's a lot easier. Probably be a lot more fun, I'm sure. And I will show you how I did that in the disassembly. I'm not gonna say it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy because I had the tools to do it. The strap I bought off of Amazon I paid $20. See if you can get some of that detail. It's got like a checkered, yeah, there it is, checkered pattern on it, and it's leather, of course. And this is a exact replica of what the Germans, the Nazi Germans, were issued. This was their standard issue strap. that they got on theirs. And the reason why I got the strap is because, well, I don't have a folding stock. So the strap, when you're firing, if you're holding this up, it stabilizes the weapon because all the weight's getting absorbed through the strap and in your neck. So it's easy to hold it steady, and you're not fighting against the weight. And so it's almost like just letting this rest on a table or a bench or something. So for now, I'm gonna keep the strap. If I do end up getting the folding stock, I'll take the strap off, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. I have not fired this yet, so I can't really attest to how well it shoots, but I've seen others do videos on them. One thing I do know, the ones that have multiple malfunctions in the video when they're shooting, I can tell you exactly why. Is people like to hold these right on the magazine when they're shooting, and this magazine has a little bit of play in that. So if you're holding the magazine, you're going to get malfunctions. You're going to get double feeds. They were getting stovepipes, just a bunch of stuff, because you're throwing the alignment of the magazine inside the mag well out of whack. And I understand the desire to want to grab it there because it's a very front heavy weapon. Like I said, it's 8 pounds without the magazine, and it's got a 10-inch barrel. Most of the weight is up in the front. I'd say probably 5 or 6 pounds of that 8 pounds is all from here forward. So you do want to grab up front, but you can grab up front, you can grab the mag well, and as long as you don't touch the magazine, you'll be fine. But these were designed to be held right here, and you can pretty much see, well, it doesn't look, but it's like the hand grip. That's where you were meant to hold it, which that's not uncomfortable. I don't know why people don't like to do that. I guess it's more comfortable doing this, but to each his own. In case I didn't already show you the magazine release, it's right there. It's just a button. You press it in. Down here is a safety. You can turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. You can keep turning it 100 times. It's not going to unscrew. It has an F and an S. Okay, so right now it has an S, and there's an arrow pointing. See that? And so it's on. It's actually on fire. When that S is up, I'll tell you how you can tell. So the F is on the side. I don't know if you can see that. You'll have to take my word for it if you can't. So when you're operating this, you look down and you see the F on the side. That means fire. And when you twist it, now the S is on the side. Now if I tip this over to look, I'm going to see the S, and I know it's on safe. I'm not sure. I know the original MP40s had this knob down here, but I don't know if it was a safety or a select fire component. I'm not sure. I've never held a real MP40 or the original MP40s. Remember, this is an MP40P. This is a replica. It's not exact. There are a few differences. I know, like this plastic here, and the original ones they used Bakelite, something like that. But I forget it was called Bakelite or Bakelite, something like that. Anyways, it was like a plastic. Now you got to remember, these I think were designed in like 38, 39. And that's when they were first starting to use plastics, and so they didn't have the chemistry down right. So Bakelite was what they were using, and it was like a plastic, but it would in the elements like the sun and the weather, whatever, it would become brittle and it would crack a lot. And I think they had Bakelite on their grips as well. And now it's just plastic. So I think we've about covered All I'm gonna be able to show you in this video, I will do a disassembly, and I will show you how to shorten the trigger pull if you'd like. And I think that's about it. Let me check my notes real quick. I think I mentioned GSG makes these, which stands for German Sport Guns, by the way. And then like over here on the magwell it says, man, I'm sorry guys, this light is really bright. It says, well, nope, it's got a serial number on there, but it says ATI Somerville, South Carolina, which by the way, ATI is the one that GSG obviously manufactures this, but ATI imports them, or they receive them. GSG imports them to ATI, something like that. They have to go through ATI to get into the country because this is a foreign-made weapon, and it says the caliber 9x19mm and made in Germany. And I do expect it to fire and function really well. Germans are known for their ingenuity, and they're always leading the world in technology advances, stuff like that. Even in World War II, they had a big advantage over us in a lot of their weapons. So that's gonna cover it for now. Also, I'll show in the disassembly video, if you want your strap to be on the other side, this lanyard can be turned to this side if that's what you wanted to do. You have to take the barrel off. I'll show you all that stuff in the next video. Anyways, if you got through this, thank you. Sorry if I got a little long-winded. Be looking out for the next video. Hopefully in a day or two, I should have that done for you. All right, till next time.